welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host, Dawn Aaron Loving Hands. My name is Dawn, and you guys know my co-host from back home, Sharon Loves Purple. So give me a quick second here. I just want to welcome everybody that is here. If you are returning, please don't forget to hit those thumbs, smash those love thumbs, I should say, as well as if you are new and you're just joining and watching, thank you so much for subscribing and being a part of this family. So you guys all know what today is. Today is Real Talk Thursdays. Yeah, I went a few minutes early, but you know how it is. This is me. This is how I do it. I just gonna jump on. If I'm like impatient because I've got things going, yeah, I'm getting impatient. And please tell me, you guys, if you hear any noise in the background behind me, because I do have my printer going. Hi, Dee, sweetheart. How are you? Hello, hello, Renelle. Denise, and you guys know my other co-partner, Denise, is not here. I got her at work. I can't have her, even though I want her. Hello, Cecilia. Hello, hello, Linda. And I've got my Lisa. Hi, Lisa and Nikki. How are you, beautiful ladies? And I also have Rachel. Rachel. Hi, Rachel. And the Crochet Cabin and Kimberly and Tracy. Hello, all of you beautiful people. So you guys know, today is Real Talk Thursday. You know I do everything I can to keep it real. You want to say hi?
Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see ya.
Yeah, she thought it'd be funny just to have us in different heights. But I was like, oh, God.
The chairs are the same size.
And the chairs are the same height, you guys. And unfortunately, you know how that goes. But anyways. So you guys, we're going to keep it real. I'm always going to continue to do my Real Talk Thursdays because I find that doing Real Talk Thursdays is something that is actually really, really good to do. I want to make sure, because I got my laptop behind the stand here, because everything has been reorganized. So I've been really busy and keeping up with everything. But please let me know if you guys hear any noise in the background with me, because I have one of my systems up and running right now and doing some work for me. So, hello, Michelle. Hello, yes, Michelle. You guys, you got sugar, my lady in red. How are you? How are you? So, you guys, look.
Look at Rachel said.
What did Rachel? Is Rachel starting? Sharon is a pocket. Yes, Sharon is my pocket size. We can hear it, but it's not loud. Okay, so if it does get loud, you guys spring. Hi, sweetheart. If it does get loud, let me know. I'll put it on pause until my live is over. So that way I don't get no disruptions or you guys are feeling like it's overpowering me. But I try to talk really loud. Well, I talk loud anyway, so it don't matter. Hi, Marty. Thank you for being here. So you guys, Real Talk Thursdays, you know I try my best to keep it real. You guys know I do what I can to say what I can and try to keep things on a positive note. So, you know, a lot of us has been dealing with a lot of losses, a lot of drama on the YouTube streets, and it's just kind of getting a little out of hand. You know, the one thing I want to bring up with everybody is that, see, look, I'm going to get distracted. Nothing can overpower me, Sam. Hey, sweetheart, how are you doing? My beautiful trouble. And Kimberly, thank you for being here. So, you guys, I do my best to try and keep things real, but I'm trying to do things in the new year, 2025, more positive, because I find that doing things a little more positive is starting to have a lot of benefits. And you guys know when it comes to real talk, I'm going to tell it like it is. I don't have no shame in my game. I know sometimes I can get a little salty, but I'm trying not to. I'm going to try and do it in a little bit more of a nicer manner. Maybe. We'll see. So you guys know that this day and age, we have a society that, I'll be honest, seems to be very sensitive towards things. But we also have a society this day and age that we are here. They've put roadblocks. I wouldn't say roadblocks. I would say it's called protecting your space against any negativity. Because you remember growing up, we never had any of this stuff. And having more options to us to protect our mental state, our emotional well-being, our physical well-being, these are things that are put in place to protect us. Now, if you are an individual that just kind of had enough and saying, you know what, I'm going to be the bigger person, I'm going to take the high road, because enough is enough. And I find that doing that is a lot better, because I find for me, if I got to do what I got to do for my own mental sanity and for my own emotional well-being, I'm going to do it.
Exactly.
My thing is that it should not be brought up in other public platforms being called childish, being called disrespectful, because you got to understand, we put these barriers here to protect each other for a reason. I don't want anybody to ever feel like if you do something to protect yourself from any emotional, mental, physical harm, it is not wrong. Because if it was, they wouldn't put it in place. So when you are trying to move forward and bring your year in as a positive opening for a new year, and you want to have that peace of mind, you should never be chastised. You should never be criticized. You should never be publicly shamed for it, because what you are doing is protecting you and your well-being. And if people are offended by it, then they are not the type of people you want to be associated with, because people are doing what they can to protect themselves to end a situation. And when a situation arises, you do not want to be put in that position to constantly deal with any childish behavior. And I know for myself, I got no shame in admitting, did I block people? Oh, you got that right. I blocked because you want to know why?
Me too.
Enough is enough. Because for some reason, even if you keep your lips sealed, you keep yourself quiet and humble, and you try to go where you can go and be respectful, you're going to do it. Oh, you're in love with your doll babies? Oh, yeah, back there. That's supposed to be my hubby, and, well, not really me, because my, well, anyways. So you guys, I just want everybody to understand that when you have these people who want to keep the fuel fired and keep it just fueling it and fueling the fire more and more, do not give in. Do not respond. Do not give it any energy. Don't give it any thought, because they don't allow anybody to live rent free in your mind. Your mind is strong, but once you start allowing all of this that's going on around here to take up that free space, it's not going to do any good for your own well-being. And I don't think anybody should have to sit there and deal with it. I don't deal with it, but I keep my mouth quiet. I speak, but I speak in general. And then when people come along and they're offended with my words, the only thing I gotta say is, are you okay? Is what I'm saying offensive to you? Because if it is there some guilt behind your actions or your questioning or your words of what I'm saying? Exactly. You do not have to accept exactly anyone else's negativity. You don't. You need to keep your own peace.
And blocking turns off the negative.
And exactly, Sharon, blocking does turn off the negative, you guys. If you block someone, you're not disrespecting them. You're not being childish.
You're respecting yourself more.
Exactly. And when you do that, it's the reason why people get upset and offended by it is because they want to know what you're saying. You know what? What you're saying isn't always necessarily a negative. But should you be feeling like it's a negative because you block? No. Life is choices. Exactly, sweetheart. Life is choices. And I do choose positivity because you know what? Positivity is what keeps me going. I take what I see as a negative and I have to look at it and say there is a positive in the negative. And you have to. Angie, hello, beautiful. Hello, Antoinette. Barb. Hello, you guys. So, you guys, I want to let you guys know, don't ever feel guilty. Don't ever allow anybody to take your freedom, your right to protect your well-being. Because I'm going to tell you what, I did that. Is this still stringing on? Yeah, it is. But you know what? Whatever. That's what I got to say. Whatever. But I say other words, but you know, I try to be really good about it and not say too much. But you know, you guys, my thing is that this year is going to be a different year. I told you guys that already. I'm taking whatever negative come at me and I'm allowing that to fuel me to turn it into something positive. You got to stay positive. But the one thing you guys got to do as well is accept yourself for who you are.
There's actually a song about it. It's called Accentuate the Positive, Eliminate the Negative.
There you go.
And look out for Mr. In Between.
There you go. So you guys, look, I have been doing a lot of looking within myself. And since I've done that, and since I realized that every day you're going to wake up pissing off half of the world already. That half that world is already hating you for no apparent reason. Then the other quarter just looks at you funny and says, who are you? What are you doing here? Questioning why you're here. Then that other quarter is like, you're nothing, you're scum. Even though they don't know you. And then they prejudge you. So I look at it and say, you know what? I already accept it. People are going to feel this way. People are going to look at me a certain way. People are going to judge me a certain way. But I'm all right with that because I'm all right with who I am. I'm all right with what I have to give. I'm all right with the fact that not everything in life is going to be perfect. But I had to bring myself at peace within. And being at peace within is what guided me to be more positive. And when I started, instead of questioning the whys of why people do this, I sat back and started saying to myself, like, why am I even questioning it? Why am I feeling guilty? Why am I feeling like it's always me? Why am I not just saying, it is what it is? And I can't please any and everybody. But the one person I know I can please is myself. The only people's opinions of me that matter is me, myself, my husband, my family, but also the man upstairs. And if I'm all right with who I am and what I do, nothing else matters. And I start washing out all that negative. And when you guys start washing out all the negative and not feeding into it, and once you start putting up those blocks to protect yourself, life starts to be at a calm. And when you start being at a calm, you start feeling this weight on your shoulders and within start fading away. And I know for me, it started fading away. And when it did, and when I've given forgiveness, just because I forgive don't mean I don't forget. Because I would be a fool to forget. But it also means I don't have to be best friends with people or even love them. I can accept it and move forward. And when I started doing all of that, I'm going to tell you guys, I had so much good start happening. I had a few little bad, but it's life. But I will say that the good I've had was friendships, family, everything like that. And everything just started coming out. Everything started falling into place. And like Jaxie would always tell me, don't interrupt karma because karma's coming. And karma has been coming. She always told me, Dawn, you need to step back. Don't interject. Don't stop it. Don't fight. Let it happen. Because what you're doing is right. And you're protecting yourself. And when you start interrupting karma, the lessons that those other individuals need to learn, they're not going to learn. And they're going to keep doing what they're doing to affect others. But when you decide to feel upset and sensitive towards the fact that myself, Sharon, I'm not going to mention other names, decide to block individuals. Why? Why are you worried?
We're not doing it against you. We're doing it for us.
Exactly. So why are you concerned? I like to know, when I block somebody, how am I being disrespectful? How am I being childish? Because to me, in my opinion, that's being adult. That's being respectful of myself and of other people around me in the community. Because that's showing respect. It's not being childish. So I've always questioned, why are you so worried? Why do you need to go everywhere and say, why are you blocking me? Why are they blocking me? It's childish. It's this, it's that. Why are you concerned?
And maybe you should start wondering for yourself, why are they blocking me?
That's true. Have they ever thought about asking themselves, why am I blocked? What had happened? What caused them to block me? Because I know I would. I'd be like, well, what's going on? Why? What did I do? What caused this? But the crazy thing is that the ones that are saying it are the ones who are doing it as well. So how can you sit there and say, I'm offended, it's childish, it's disrespectful, but yet you're the one that is doing the blocking as well? So isn't that calling the kettle black? In my opinion, it is. Am I addressing this? Yes, I am. I'm going to address it. Like I told you guys, I try to address anything and everything I can. Real life, everything. Because that's why I have Real Talk Thursdays. If anybody's got concerns, let's talk. Let's talk. Woman to woman, mano mano, human to human. Why do we need to put it out there? Why do we need to put it on a public platform? You know, I'll be real. I got salty and I said a few things. But I said it because enough was enough. And I told you, I'm the type of person, I will take so much. But just don't wake that one part of me, because when it does awaken, I don't bite my tongue. I keep my eyes wide open. I pay attention and I stay humble. But for anybody to sit there and try and call me out and try to tell me I'm being childish, or Sharon's being childish, or all the other individuals out there that block one another.
And stop taking it into other people's lives.
Yes.
Deal with the person, as Dawn says, one-on-one. Don't be saying things in someone else's life. That's not fair to them.
Exactly. And you know what? And you shouldn't be trying to put your opinion and negative thought into the other individuals. When people have asked me, I tell them, look, I didn't want to say anything because it's not my place, and I don't want my opinion and how I feel about someone to cause you to start questioning what you think of them. If you're friends, but don't take our conversations and blast it. It ain't cool. Because when I share with you for a reason, and that's because I'm trying to trust you and show you I do trust you. I'm being quoted? Huh? What do you mean you're being quoted, girlfriend? But you guys, look. Taking it to other people on their public platform is wrong, because you're dragging people into it that should never been dragged into it. An issue with another individual does not belong to other people. What you think And what is going on between you and others should not be placed on other people that don't know what's going on. Because then what you're doing, you know how the old saying goes, like, when you get a glass of water and just that little drop of dirt or something into it, is that water dirty? Or is just a portion of it's dirty? No, you taint the whole water. Just that, even that little speck in there of dirt, it's not just a small portion, it taints the whole water. And when you're doing that and you're saying stuff and bringing it up onto other people's platforms, you're tainting this of all people. And I just think it's kind of wrong, because you know what? I've been keeping my mouth shut. If people ask, I don't even want to say anything. Oh, thanks for coming. Who? What? Huh?
Well, I'm just thanking people for coming.
Oh, thank you. I'm like, what's going on? Yes, it does. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. That's the word I was trying. But it does. It taints it. I don't want to do that. When someone had asked me a question, I said, I have my own opinion, my own experience, and that's mine. And then I got asked, well, why didn't you tell me what was going on? Well, because it's not my place. And because I seen that you had a friendship, and with that friendship, I'm not going to be the cause or blamed if that friendship has a falling out. I'd rather you be the one to experience and see it for yourself. Do I want to say something? Yeah, I'll be real. I want to, but I don't want to be the cause of any friendships ending. And it's hard. And I don't want anybody else to feel as though, well, why didn't you? Why didn't you? It's not my place. Lenny, hello, sweetheart. So you guys, look, if you feel uncomfortable, Jaxie, baby, hello, Nana, how are you? I miss you. I do miss you, sweetheart. Hi, Carrie. So you guys, when things are happening and people are making you feel like ashamed that you blocked, let it be their problem, not yours. If they're taking it up on another channel or in every channel you go to, let it be their problem, not yours. Don't fall into it. Don't let them drag you into it. Don't even acknowledge it. Because when they're saying, oh, why, I don't understand why they have me blocked. Yeah, you do. Because there was messages saying, I'm done. And when I say I'm done, and I will cut ties. But don't put it out there. Don't blast it. There's no need for everybody to see. There's no need for everybody in the world to be dragged into something that they're not privy to, that they don't know what's going on. Granny D, my sweetest sweet pea, I love you. So, you guys, it's how I look at it. You do what you got to do to make your space a positive space. Because life in itself is already hard. Raising children is hard. Kendall, hello, my beautiful.
Hey, Kendall.
Life is already hard. And I'm going to tell you guys, we've got too much ugly out in this world. Jordan River, 9 pounds, 22 inches, and was born 1-3. He's everything I can. Oh, Jackson, I'm so jelly because I want to snuggle that little one. If someone I bother by being blocked, it's their issue. And everyone who brings this to your attention is either continuing the problem or doesn't respect you. Exactly. And it is true, they don't respect you. And when people don't respect your boundaries, then they're not meant to be in your space. They're not meant to be a part of what you have out there, a part of your friendship. They're not deserving of your friendship. They're not deserving of your time, your energy, your thoughts. They're not deserving of any of it. One thing, you guys, I've realized, and like I said, with Jaxie's, she's been great. Jaxie has done a lot to guide me on how to do a lot of things and to handle things. And I love Jaxie. And you guys, I show it. I have no shame. I love Jaxie. Jaxie is my Cali OG. But when she says protect your own space, that's what I'm doing. I'm protecting my own space. In your live, Michelle, yes, she was blocked. Don't need, yes, you don't need that energy on your channel. Exactly. So don't go into other people's channels calling out the people who are blocking you. It's stupid.
Yep.
It's childish. And you want to keep it going.
And it's very disrespectful to the host or hostess of that channel.
It is very disrespectful.
And everyone else in the chat.
Exactly. And you guys, doing that, I mean, then you have no respect for them. You don't even have respect for yourself to be like, let me address it with that individual. And, you know, for me, I'm not even going to address it. I'm going to address the fact that I want to let you guys, it's okay to do what you got to do to protect your well-being, to protect your peace of mind. Because when people don't want to respect that and want to make you feel a certain way. Yes, that's what I told him, Jaxie. We had to stop interrupting karma. And that's what I've been doing. And you told me, Dawn, I can completely understand where you're coming from. My feelings have been hurt by hurtful words from someone else I have subscribed to and just unsubscribe. Exactly. Unsubscribe is perfect. We block email spam. We block scamming phone calls. Hey, yes, we kick and we block trolls. We all do it. And it's not childish or disrespectful. Thank you. Very well spoken. Those are true words. Exactly. And like Jaxie's been doing, we've been plucking those weeds. We've been trying to clear that garden. I don't got time for weeds and nastiness in my garden. But when people start stepping on my toes, stepping on my space and my peace of mind, I don't have time for it. And I'm going to block you. I'm going to unsubscribe. I'm going to block. And I'm going to tell you to kick rocks. Because that's all you need to do is go kick rocks. But don't kick it in my garden. My garden don't have time for negative people. It doesn't have time for shiesty stuff. I don't have time for any of it. I'd rather keep my Real Talk Thursdays real talk. But it's also going to be uplifting. Hey, Michelle, are you busy, girlfriend? Because if you aren't, pop up. I know you got some good words to always say, girlfriend. I know that because we talk. So you guys, look, when I start dealing with negativity, I was never good at handling it. Never, ever good at handling it. I'm more of a scrapper. I like to fight, unfortunately. I get a lot. Okay. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to do a little something here for my girl. Oh, sure, I might have to. Hold on.
I haven't got the link.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting. Hold on.
You should send it to me anyway.
Oh, yeah, I should, shouldn't I? Sharon's always the one I got to get to send things to. So, yeah, you guys, my thing is, give me a second because I got to go over on the laptop and then I got to send it to Sharon. But you guys, look, protect who you are. Protect your frame of mind and never allow anybody to come into your space. Because when you start having people come into your space, I'm going to tell you right now, you will be miserable. When I say miserable, I mean miserable because I was for a long time. And I'm doing everything I can to keep that peace of mind. You know what? Why am I fighting with the laptop? I might as well bring the laptop in front of me, you guys. Look at this. I'm terrible. And I'm trying to watch you guys, but then all of a sudden my comment thing stopped wanting to.
I keep looking down because I'm reading and commenting on my phone.
Yeah. So Sharon is doing that for me so that I can figure out everything else. Sharon, when I send it to you, yeah, I'll tell her to.
You have to remember to do that even though
I
don't
know.
myself. I didn't think about it.
I didn't think about it either. I having a day. All right, invite. Messenger. You ready for me?
Yep.
There you are. Go, fan. It's coming your way. So, Michelle, what? Don't you error me? Yeah, lately our systems here has been like a hot mess of things wanting to crash. You name it. It's been really bad with our networks over here. Did you get anything? If not,
I'll take a minute.
all right. No, if you didn't, that's fine.
It hasn't popped up.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I know why. Because it's being a brat. Sorry. Oh, honey, honey. Sorry, you guys. Give me one quick second because I am sending this to Sharon, and then I'm gonna have Sharon send it to. Did it come up now? All right. Apologize, you guys.
Yep, I got it.
Thank you. So yeah, you guys. Oh, do you say Zoila is here? Hello,
Yes,
beautiful
she is.
Zoila. So you guys, look. I'm trying to have this year to be a really peaceful year. And if people are getting butthurt over the fact that I'm blocking you, I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry because it's my peace of mind. Yummy. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Do as you will, but harm none. Yes, is all good. It is a good policy. And you guys, if someone goes into another public platform and they're sitting there and they are putting a public display, you know what? If it comes down to it, and that content creator, that host of that channel reaches out to you, explain to them that it's something that you don't want them to be a part of. Because this is 2025. This is a clean slate. This is where we need to just keep on moving forward and focus on all of our goals. Why are we rehashing? Why does it still keep going on? Do unto others as you want done to you. Exactly. And then Beanie, did it pop up?
Yeah, Michelle, check your messages.
Oh yeah, Messenger Michelle, check your thingy bopper. So you guys, look, don't allow anybody to bully you into unblocking. Don't allow anybody to make you feel bad. Don't allow anybody to talk down to you as though you're nothing. Because we all are something. We all have so much to offer and so much to give. I don't allow that stuff in my lives. My mods, yes, exactly, they do. Remove them. Because you know what? Having those negative comments and then nasties to be said you don't want to see that. We don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. And that's why I have awesome mods. I got great friends. They're like, yeah, no. We don't want her seeing it. She don't need to deal with it. Let's get rid of it. And that's perfect. I think what you're saying is exactly the way it is. And it is. I've seen it on there. I'd rather have joy. I'd rather have happy times. I'd rather move forward and not even deal with any of the nonsense. Because for me, my peace of mind is the most important thing. Hold on, you guys. I got somebody. I got some. Michelle.
Hello,
Oh, yes, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, it worked.
Yay.
Wait a minute before you ask. I know you're gonna ask.
I am going to ask.
Let me get my numbers because I have to give my news report.
Yes, she does. I always make sure.
561 and 1732.
Awesome. We're going to keep it rolling, girlfriend. You know that. You know what I already told you. You're doing your thing. Mm-hmm. I will do what I can to shout you out, but you guys definitely check out Michelle. And the reason why I want to bring Michelle up here is because she has a lot of good wise words, and her and I do talk. I'm not going to deny it to anybody.
Oh yeah.
You don't like it? There
Then
you
I'm
go.
I'm the wrong audience. But I say this in my videos. I mean, I literally start every video out with a positive quote of the day. And I mean what I say when I say that the opinions of others is none of my business, nor is it any of my concern. You can love me, and I'm glad to know that you do. But if you hate me, I could care less. It's not my fault you don't have quality taste. It's just that simple. Wait a minute, let me fix it. I'm sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Girl, I got this rack. There you go. There you go.
Let's go on and make it real. And it fell loose, but we shall repair and move on. Because no, it's not happening over here. I've had people who jumped into my mailbox and said inappropriate things to me. But every morning when you see my videos, do you hear me complaining about the negativity that I'm getting behind the scenes? No, because a petty pirate is always going to stand in the dark and do dumb stuff. They're not going to come front and center and stand toe to toe with you, because the reality of it is, I'm not that girl. You don't want to do that with me. You want to be behind the scenes. You're going to be a cute little keyboard warrior. And you know what I do with keyboards? I close them.
Yep.
Which is why we block. Which is why we have moderators on our channels. So that if someone is being inappropriate, if someone is being disrespectful, if someone is bringing The Young and the Restless to the Days of Our Lives set, you close out The Young and the Restless. Moving on.
Exactly.
So, how
And
is everyone today?
You guys know who my girl is. You guys know my Michelle. You guys see her around. You guys know that I love on her every which way I can.
Same.
And you guys, look, I have her around, popped up, because she knows what I'm talking about. Because
I know exactly what you're talking about. I see it. I saw it when I wasn't a content creator and I was merely a viewer who watched multiple channels. I could be watching one content creator and I could absolutely love that person. But the one thing I don't allow in my space is negativity. So if you're going to allude to some drama you have going on behind the scenes, you check your backstage. You don't bring it to my stage for me to have to see. I'm over all of that drama.
So you, as a content creator now that you've got it rolling, when someone brings it to your channel and puts it on your posts or in your live and brings the whole audience to what you want to ask the individual that blocked you, as a content creator, how do you feel when it's brought up and announced in your platform?
Well, something very similar has kind of already happened. It's funny that you're asking that. And my approach to that is to, one, remind them that this is neither the time nor the space. And I liken it to dealing with my children. My children know there are certain times to have certain conversations. There's a time and a place for everything. And I will remind anyone, be it my audience, my family, or anyone else, this is neither the time nor the place. If you want to have a conversation with me, then reach out to me. If you don't have access to me, that means you're not on the level to have that level of conversation with me. It's just honesty. It's just honesty. On my platform, I've had people who alluded to their concern for me about, oh, you're making too many videos, or your videos are too long.
Then don't watch them.
These are creators who've said these things to me.
Oh.
Now, mind you, they weren't bold enough to say it on my wall. They jumped they jumped in my emails. I kid you not. I have emails of people who said, well, you know, I liked your old format, but now that you're playing music, I don't like that. There are two things you can do. If you want to continue to support me and you don't like the music, hit mute.
Exactly.
Or maybe I'm not the content creator for you. YouTube is an entire world. that
Mhm.
one person could be so toxic that they can tank your whole channel. And I'm sure you're has seen plenty of channels that they dearly loved who aren't on these YouTube streets anymore because of the negativity and toxicity. I will tell
Exactly.
everybody, I'm from St. Louis. I can be sitting next to somebody that I'm ready to go to fisticuffs with and never lay a hand on them. Because,
Mhm.
as Jaxie says, we don't interrupt karma. We just
Yep.
don't.
People need to. Hold on. I'm gonna.
I'm
read
sorry.
it.
I'm gonna hop back into to be able to see the
Oh,
chat. I couldn't see it.
girlfriend, that's fine. People need to accept the consequences of their actions.
Zoila.
If you're blocked, accept and move on. There. Sorry, I had to read over. Period. Exactly. If
Yeah,
you're blocked for a reason.
Exactly.
Don't question why I blocked you because you already know. We've had that discussion and I gave you fair warning.
exactly. And if
Me-
I block you and somebody else brings it to my attention, then they're, like I said in the chat, they're doing one of two things. They're either trying to further the drama, which no, or they genuinely don't understand, and you need to elevate them to your level and say, listen, that's what happened over there. I'm not dealing with that. That's why that window is now shut. The curtains are
Yep.
drawn. I don't look at that as anything more than a wall. Now, if you want to play in that backyard in that mess, be my guest, but wipe your feet before you come over here. Leave that drama over there.
And if you want to question something, whoever the hostess is, do it in behind the scenes. You don't ask her in her life, why are you doing this to this person? If
Exactly.
you really truly want to know from, not just for being nosy, but you truly want to know, then email them, message them, say, if you don't mind, can you let me know what's going on so I don't get stuck in the drama? But do it behind
Exactly.
the scenes.
And people who are uncomfortable with the fact that they've been blocked, they already know what they did.
Oh
They
yeah.
know why they're blocked. And if they have a
Exactly.
problem with it and they want to make amends, that's a different situation. Maybe you would get unblocked if you were being a sincere and real person and said, hey, I didn't intend this to turn out the way that it did. I apologize for the steps that I took that caused you to feel the need to block me. Can
Yep.
we repair this? And repair it before you bring it back to the channel.
Exactly, Antoinette. Taking it behind the scenes is called class. And when they don't do that and they want to put it out there, you ain't got no class.
I don't put my trash on my front porch. I just don't.
No.
It goes off the back
Exactly.
in the can.
Exactly.
I'm pretty safe from the fires. Thank you for asking. But no, and with me, look, when I did finally put it out there, did I have a few little nicknames? Yeah, I did, but that's my way of knowing who's who. Because a lot of people don't know who they are.
Yeah,
But I put it out there. Did
exactly.
I have to do it? Yeah, I had to do it because I'm not playing no more. I sat back, and sat back. And I always warn you, I will sit back and take so much.
Exactly.
But I'm not the one you want to go ahead and have me flip that switch on you.
And as a new content creator, I have for quite a while, and you know this because we've talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
I have had people who had a problem with me, and rather than say, this is my problem, disturbs me, or this is what you've done that hurt me, if I've hurt them, then no, they didn't do that. Instead, they used their platform to allude to a situation without being direct to me, as though I was, and half the time I was usually in the room when this was being done or said. And I'm pretty clear about the fact that the conversation was about me. I'm not going to make a big production. I know others who've been in my situation, haven't made big productions. They've simply walked away. What blew my mind was in the case of a couple of creators, they went and told their audiences, hey, so-and-so's not here anymore. Hey, Michelle's not here anymore. I'm not there because you made me aware that you didn't want me there. And I'm not.
Exactly.
That means if you don't see me, there's a reason. Either I'm busy and I'm working, because I mean, let's be realistic. If my son were not, if my son were at school right now, I wouldn't be sitting here. He's watching the kids for me for a few minutes, and we know I can't stay long because soon
I know
I'll have
you can.
to the door. But to send someone else to question why I'm not there, one, that shows me you don't have the maturity to reach out to me.
Right.
And they don't have respect for you.
Exactly. And two, you just want to stir a pot that much deeper. If I'm not coming to see you and you know I used to do that with regularity, that means I don't want to. And if you're coming to see me and I see you, I'm still going to treat you with class and respect. Not because you deserve it, because truth is you don't.
Exactly.
But because I'm too classy of a lady to give you the garbage that you gave me.
And especially if you're in someone else's life, because you're not going to bring trash.
Even in my own life, I've had people come to my channel who know that I don't deal with them anymore and still try to stir insanity, to redirect conversations that had nothing to do with the topic I'm talking about, to get the audience toward them.
Yeah.
And it was so mentally jarring, while I still had to maintain a positive and genuine presence towards the audience who was there, because they have nothing to do with that. They're not coming to my channel looking for drama. They go other places for that, because that's not what I have.
No, Dee, you're going to love Michelle. Michelle is my girl. We talk behind the scenes, and I can say things that I want to say here, but I won't. Well, I've already done it, so it doesn't matter. But like you said, Michelle, there's no need of it. It's a sign of disrespect to the person that you're bringing to their channel. Take your trash and leave it at the door. Actually, don't even bring it to my doorstep.
Exactly.
Because that's my doorstep. This is my safe space. This is my zone. And when you want to decide to come in here, you have no respect for me as an individual, as a content creator. So when people are stepping into your space like that and they're bringing it up, why shouldn't you be mad? Why shouldn't you block them? You have every right, and you deserve that right. But for people to tell you don't and want to keep bringing it up,
a reason the block exists. And you just want to you want permission to continue to abuse me. And I'm sorry, but as a person who grew up in a toxic environment, I am very, very good at telling you, I'm sorry, but this is not the space for you. This is my dance space. That's yours. We're not cha-chaing because this is not your dance.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you, sweetie.
So that's the thing, you guys. I
thought you were saying bye.
Oh, no. Michelle, put in hot mess, girlfriend. Let them drop you.
Okay.
Well, let them scoop you up while you drop your link.
Yeah, we don't want nobody dropping you.
I don't need them dropping you. But no, Michelle is awesome because her and I talk behind the scenes. And when I really want to speak how I want to speak, because I know putting it out there, I've been chastised. I've been...
One word or two?
One word, girlfriend.
Small letters.
Okay, very good.
Oh, you guys, help Tracy. She needs 3 more to 200. Tracy, drop your link, please, sweetheart. But you guys, look, I told you guys, I'm going to keep Thursdays as real as it gets, because what you see here, Michelle will confirm, is what you get behind the scenes.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to tolerate the nonsense. I'm not going to allow you to live rent-free in my headspace, because that headspace could be used and occupied by creating other things. And I'm not going to sit there and allow you guys to keep trying to take control of every situation and everywhere I go. If you want to go in there and scoop up those little channels and start doing your chirp, 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 by all means, keep chirping. There you go, girl. Dee, you're going to love Dee.
Oh, I can only imagine.
She's true. She keeps it real as well. So she don't.
Her name. So I'm glad that you've subscribed. I will be returning that opportunity because I have heard wonderful things about you.
But you guys, look, when someone starts trying to disrupt your peace and harmony, then you know.
Okay,
my headspace is crowded.
My text, the autocorrect corrected it.
Did it really?
Yes, it turned into hotness.
Oh, geez. Well.
Let me tap it so that it goes right. Okay, that should do it.
Thank you.
If
And
it'll, there
look,
we
you
go.
guys, you know
I'm
that
sorry,
if
you guys are
I'm
right.
going to keep it
My
real.
hand's right by the camera.
There you go.
Thank
There
you,
you go.
thank
It
you.
dropped you, girl. I'm going to keep it real, and I want to keep it real. And people like Michelle, look, I love Michelle. Michelle knows that. If I
Yeah,
didn't, she wouldn't be here. Plain and simple. Just like there's quite a few other people that are not here that I don't need. I don't need negativity. I don't need people in my space who's going to disrespect. And when you start disrespecting, then you know what? We were never friends.
exactly. I am
And when we're
sorry.
not,
I have a kid who
yeah,
is
go do your
singing
thing,
and
girlfriend.
he's singing and he's so off key. He gets it from me. I can't sing. So he is now singing Elmo's World. And he can't sing it. He's one. Bless his heart.
Aww. Aww.
Yeah, the crown makes me a little crazy. But
Oh, don't worry. I'll be printing up a few crowns when the colors come in. Wait till you see. Wait till you see
I'm
those crowns.
excited. Soila, I love you.
So you guys, look, never feel ashamed. Never feel like what you're doing is wrong. Because there is a part of you that's telling you you got to do it. And if your intuition and how you're feeling is telling you, I need to be away, I need to block, do it.
Yeah, never feel you have to put up with any crap from anybody. You don't.
No. Like Michelle said, you're not going to continue to abuse me. And you're not.
No.
And don't. Because you know
Don't
what?
let anyone rain on you when you are the one holding the umbrella.
Exactly. And keep being the one holding the umbrella, because you know what? Protect yourself from all the nasty is what you need to do.
Exactly.
Just look forward for that rainbow that will shine after the rain is over. And when that rainbow appears, you know good things are coming.
Oh, yeah. I tell people all the time, and I've had the experience of having to have people exit from my life because they were toxic for me. Their exit was the opportunity for me to invite the exact right person to fill that spot. And that's true for everyone. It's not just me.
I agree with you. And I said, I've been blessed, Michelle. And you know, behind the scenes, like I said, I have a small selected group. And it's the family that I was so lucky to have met, so lucky to have a part and bring apart the other bit of family that I do have. And when we sit and chat, I leave it open because it's a safe space behind the scenes where we can be and say and vent, but also lean on one another when we need that leaning on. But also joke around when we need to have that laugh when we're ready to cry. So I created something behind the scenes where it's been enjoyable. There's been friendships created, lifelong friendships. There's been times where people just needed someone to talk to. And what do? We jump in and we see if no one is there, all we ever do to one another, send a message and we'll all be there.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to build now with all of us is start wiping out that negativity that is right here within our own community. Yes, don't throw shade unless a tree. Yep. Unless you're
Jackson,
exactly.
That needs to be a t-shirt.
Yes. So
hey, Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth, my sweetheart. So you guys, I created a safe space behind the scenes. I am creating my own little family. But this is a family where we're able to lean on one another and joke and share ideas and experiences and just talk and work together and have fun. And there's no need for us to all of a sudden come here, get on our own platform. Just for what? For dirt slinging? For people trying to dim my rainbow? Or anybody else? Don't try and take the rainbow that has been shining so bright for all of us that are new or have been here for several years. Your jealousy is not my problem. It's a problem that you need to look at yourself and question. Why am I so jealous? Love you, girlfriend. We need to meet up soon. But, you know, when someone is jealous of another, it is not that person's issue. It's the person with the jealousy that has the issue. And then they got to sit and question, why am I jealous? Because you're unhappy. Why are you unhappy? What is it about yourself that you don't like that is making you feel the way you're feeling towards another? I'm not jealous of anybody. Because you know what? I know what I can do, and I know what I cannot do. And what I cannot do, I will always strive to try and at least attempt to do. But why should I be jealous of someone else's success or someone else's creativity or the friendships that other people have? Jealousy is evil and it's ugly, and nobody. That's the devil playing with you. That's what it is, the devil.
That's the thing that is most disturbing for me as a new content creator. I know I speak more freely today than I did even 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I would literally, my poor children had to listen to me fuss because things were happening behind the scenes that I knew shouldn't be happening to me. I had witnessed other channels go away because of what was happening to me right then in that moment. And my kids are like, Mom, would you please be the mom that we know? And I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. And my daughter was like, if you don't do that, you're going to catch a case and you don't look good in orange.
Yeah.
And that was when I said, okay, that's it. I didn't publicly make an audible statement to anyone that from here on out, that will not fly over here.
Mm-hmm.
I shared my philosophy. And I continue to share my philosophies. That is, I'm not having, this is not a place where you can bring your mess. Leave your trash at home. As Miss C says at the beginning of her videos, take your off, leave your troubles at the door. If you have discord or skirmish with somebody else, leave that mess over there. Don't bring that over. And I'm fully aware that there are going to be people that are going to hear our conversation today, and they may not be comfortable with what I'm saying. So they may
that's on them. That's on
they
them.
may choose not to subscribe. I will not miss that 1 or 2 people that won't come in. But other people, I hope, recognize that what I'm saying means that my platform, my space, yes, Michelle's Crochet's Diamond Spot, this is a safe space. This is a place of positivity. It's a place of hope. It's a place of sharing. What it is not is a place of, I don't like so-and-so, so don't watch that channel. Or I don't like this person, so if they come in your chat, I'm going to say something nasty to them. No, you're not.
No, you won't.
I am literally paid to take care of toddlers. I don't get paid for what I do. And even if I did, and when I do, girl has goals. And when I do, you still won't be allowed to bring bad behavior to my channel. I know there are certain content creators that I love who some people may not be comfortable around, and that's okay. That's okay. When we're in the room and somebody comes along that you may not be fond of, then if you can't be personal, be professional. Mind the conversation. Recognize if I'm talking and you don't like what's being said, maybe this isn't the conversation for you. It doesn't mean I'm not the person for you. It just means this may not be the conversation for you today. That's okay. How many times have we looked at a television show that had a warning, parental advisory?
Exactly. Look, you know, and the hard thing for us as content creators, we are very vulnerable to all of you guys. And it's not easy because we're also vulnerable to other content creators. And the one thing you guys don't understand, just because we're content creators don't mean we don't hurt. Don't mean that we will take offense to things. Understand we are human, but we're just like you. The pain you feel is the pain we feel. What you do to us that can affect us, it does hurt. It does
Oh,
affect us. But you know what? It's how we handle it. If people want to come and keep coming at us, it's what we do to handle what's coming directed at us.
exactly.
And I can tell you right now, keep coming, because I'm the type of person, when you're coming at me, you're only fueling my fire. Nisi! And when you fuel my fire, you cannot put it out, because it just makes me more determined as a creator to keep creating, which when I upload my intro video for 2025, you're going to see why and what's changed with me. And I'm going to tell you right now, because of everything that's happened, I've learned to grow. I've learned to be a better person to not just myself, but to the people around me who love me. And when I realized that, I knew right then and there that how I had handled situations weren't always the best. But sometimes getting your point across, you had to do it in a certain manner to let people know, don't mess with me, because I'm not the one to mess with. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. When people want to say they want to take the earrings off, I say, you know what? I ain't got time to take the rings off. I don't have time. We're going at it, because the way I go at it, we're going at it. There ain't no taking off earrings or rings, because to me, that's just me you telling me that right now you're kind of hoping I would back down. No,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
no.
and
I go.
I gotta share this. I gotta share this. Why did this spark this thought for me? I as a kid, I was a bigger kid, not just plus size. I've always been a plus size. I'm thick and I like it. I'm changing it as in my time. In the meantime, in between time, I was a substantially tall child compared to other children my age. My entire kindergarten year, there was this girl in my class who, I promise you, day one, step one, start picking on me. Because I'm this big tree compared to these tiny little bushes of children. And she picked on me because of the way I spoke. She picked on me because I dressed differently than the other children. Well, I had to. I was bigger than everybody else. But every day this girl, and I took it. One day, first grade, more than a year later, she threw a red juice on me on picture day, and we had not had our pictures made.
Oh.
Now, I knew my mother wasn't going to buy the pictures. That was not the point. The point was, you got me dirty. What this child didn't know was I had been told before I left the house, if you get dirty at school, I'm going to beat your
kind.
That's the word you use. It's not the word she used.
Exactly.
So once I saw this dirt on me, you added that one feather on top of this pile of stress, pain. It had to come out. It had to come out. And the ironic part was, behind the scenes, my grandfather had constantly been saying to me, when you get enough, you'll give it back.
Yeah.
And I didn't really understand it. I just, as politely as I could, as quietly as I could, and I have a voice that carries, so I didn't have to worry about it. I knew everybody heard it. I said, meet me by the hopscotch. I'm going to finish my lunch, but meet me by the hopscotch. When I'm done, I'm going to give you the opportunity to remember what life used to look like, because it'll never be the same. I went back. I came outside, and as soon as I came outside, I let her hit me. For some reason, that cracked me up. I commenced to beating her tail. It was not good. She went to the hospital. I went to the principal's office, and then I went out for ice cream with my grandfather. And with that said, I got to roll out for just a minute. I'm going to shut my camera down, but I'll be right back.
Girl, go do your thing.
Okay.
And, and speaking on that note, girl, that's why you and I get along, because we have the same type of upbringing. Because look, you guys, I've got bullied growing up. My whole life, I got bullied.
See?
And you know what? It's how I handled it in the end. Because, I sat there and I took it and took it. My daddy always told me, girl, it's time for you to not put up with no more bull. And you're going to get to a point where things are going to get ugly. And when it gets ugly, you better pray that you win that war. And I'll tell you right now, I got bullied a lot, even in high school. That's why when I told you guys when I had to break the news with my parents about being a young mom, was because I got into a lot of fights. I was angry. I've always done my best. They always tell you, walk away from a fight, walk away from a fight. I always try to walk away. But the time came where I had to turn around and stand my ground. And I did on many occasions. And there was one time on the city bus going home after school where there was this one boy always picking on me, and picking on me. Big dude. He was probably about 6'2", 250 pounds, and I pray that he doesn't watch this because he'll probably end up being embarrassed that I'm bringing it up, but I'm going to bring it up. Has taken it for, yes, I have. And, when it finally got to the point, we're on the public transportation after school going home. He wouldn't stop. Kept messing with me. He kept flicking chewed up gum at me. It got in my hair. I had to cut some of it out. I mean, this was nonstop every day after school. And I kept telling him, could you please stop? Could you please stop? Look, you're not going to like what's going to happen. Just stop. I would even move to different parts of the city transit. No matter what, it didn't work. So one day it got to the point where he spit on me. Now that made me snap, because I snapped. I had this backpack, and I also had a locker, but I took home a lot of my books. So I had probably about 3 of those 2-inch wide binders full and 3 textbooks. And it was those old type of backpacks that were of the canvas material. And it was huge and it was heavy. Wore it every day. Every day. I can tell you what, when he sat there laughing after spitting on me, and it wasn't a regular spit, it was a goober. I ripped that backpack off my back and I beat him with it. I was not playing. I swung it and I cracked him across the head. Then when he dropped, I started kicking him. I got no time for it. And when that ended up happening, he just kind of got back up off there, was extremely embarrassed. And then we took it outside of the bus because when we came to the first stop, I was going out. I don't care, boy or girl. I was not putting up with it. And I even told him, let's go out. I don't care who you are. You go do you. I will try and get a link sent up here soon, D. And like I said, I wasn't going to keep putting up with it. I took my backpack off my back and I started hitting him with it. I didn't care. I was so enraged because of the fact that you spit on me. And it was a goober. And it was so disgusting and so disrespectful, and you thought it was funny? No, it wasn't funny. One, it embarrassed me because it was in my hair, and it was disgusting. I'll be over there right after, sweetheart. And you know what, you guys? When people start doing that, it doesn't have to be physical. It doesn't have to be verbal. Mm-hmm. But whatever type of insult, whatever type of abuse, whether it's verbal, whether it's physical, or even harassment, when people start doing things and you give them fair warning every time. Remember, I put up with it for a full school year. And when he finally spit on me and I turned around and I ripped my backpack off my back, I kid you not. If you want to see a grown boy cry, he cried and he was embarrassed. And from that day on, he never messed with me. I don't play around. But when I say
all of that, I'm gonna
do
tell you
not
guys.
push me,
I had so much good
I
start
will
to
tell you.
happen. I had a few little bad.
And
but
I'm going to
it's
tell you
life.
guys right now, I don't play
But
those
I
games.
will say that the good I've had was friendships.
Oh, am I? Are we replaying?
Everything like that. And everything just started coming out.
So you guys, I'm the type of person that I'm not going to sit there and tolerate people's bullcrap. I'm not going to. But I will tell you, I will fight not just for myself, but I will fight for the people around me. I'm not that type of girl that's going to sit back and just take anybody's nonsense.
Around me. I'm not that type of girl that's going to sit back and just take anybody's nonsense around me.
So you guys, I'm not going to sit there and keep. I muted it, so don't worry. I don't know why it's feeding back. Hold on, girlfriend.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I don't know why.
But you guys, I'm going to tell you right now, do not sit there and think that it's all right to bully people. Don't think it's all right to make them feel less than, because it's not. So when you start doing that to a certain individual and pushing them, you can't hear me? Oh, that's weird. I can hear you, girlfriend, but you can't hear me. Oh,
I can't hear you.
oh, really?
I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't
Yeah,
hear you.
we can hear you.
You can hear me, but I can't hear you.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna exit out and come back in.
Okay, go for it, girlfriend. Yes, you guys, unfortunately tonight, Spring is not going live, just so you guys all know. They were dealing with a lot of power issues. They got hit with that big storm out there. But like I was saying, if you figure it's all right to sit there and bully people and to keep coming at them and think that they're not going to respond just because they're quiet, just because they haven't said a word, don't mean that you're not waking that little fire inside of them for them to finally get to the point of saying enough is enough. Because that's exactly what you guys are doing. When people start doing that to others, don't think they're going to keep putting up with it. Because there's that little part inside of you going to be like, you know what? I'm sick of being treated this way. I'm sick of being, basically, you're making me look like the clown. I'm not going to be your clown, nor am I going to be your punching bag. And when you start making me feel that way, I have no choice. And that choice is a decision I'm going to have to figure out what avenue I want to go. Do I want to take the high road and keep running? Or am I going to stand my ground and speak my piece? And you guys know me. What do I normally do?
Speak your piece.
Speak my piece, because this mouth
Keep
don't
it real.
shut up.
Keep it
So,
real.
and that's the way it's going to be. I'm going to keep it real. Hi, thank you for coming, Shifting. So you guys, look, I create this environment for all of us to feel comfortable, for all of us to feel loved, for all of us to feel safe. And that's why I am having these small community group meetings now behind the scenes, because those are safe places. Those are places where we can vent. And what we talk about is what we talk about and is what is staying there. So know that when you do become a part of that community, that tribe, because this is what we are, we're family.
Babe, I'm gonna drop because my little one is upset that his bestie just left, and now he's like, I don't care what you're doing.
Hug
Yeah,
on him.
well-
Any words you want to say before you go, sweetheart?
Have some fun today. But most importantly, remember that just as you feel things, others do as well. Just because you see us on YouTube as content creators, we're still human beings. We still have very real feelings. And not everybody is going to be kind and ignore petty little behavior, they're going to call it out in places like this. So,
Exactly.
for what you say, because sometimes you may hear it in another way.
Exactly. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for allowing me the opportunity. I really do
Girl, you know
appreciate
you girl
it.
is welcome.
Have some fun today. We'll see each other in the YouTube streets. Squeeze.
More than the YouTube streets, because you know where to go.
You know I'm gonna catch you there in a little bit. We shall
I
chat.
know you will.
Oh, we got things to do. All right, you guys. You all have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll talk to you later.
Love
All
you.
right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, sweetheart. See you guys. There's my beautiful guest that came up on panel, and you guys know my beautiful Sharon, my bestie here. She's here, ride or die. But look, you guys, I've always told you guys I don't tolerate a lot. I won't put up with a lot. I will give you enough rope to hang yourself. But understand, when you hang yourself, I will make sure that it stays permanently hung. And I'm not trying to be a negative type of individual, but I'm just trying to tell you guys.
No, you're being positive to yourself.
Exactly. Because it's my peace of mind. It's my space. And when people are not respecting my space, what do you want me to do? I will not be your punching bag. I will not be the one that you can sit there and turn into your clown. I am not your clown. I am none of that to you. I am a human being. And I am real. Know, you guys, that I am setting it up now so that once I shut down here, we're going to get redirected over to D Creative Hands. But look, you guys, I want you guys to know that it's all right to block people. It's all right to stand your ground. And it's all right to be who you are and be unique and be different. Nobody on this face of the earth deserves to be treated with disrespect. Nobody deserves to be treated with so much hate and feeling like they don't belong. We all belong. We all were born on this earth for a reason. And we
No
all
one
have
is
a
better
place.
than the other person.
Exactly.
Even the people you don't get along with, we are not better than they.
No, we're not.
We may not have the same beliefs. We may not get along, but that's why we block. We block so we don't see the negativity.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than fight back or go against them, we block.
Exactly. And that's what you guys should do. Don't ever allow anybody to have you feel as though you cannot stand your ground, that you are not deserving. And if you do, you should not do it. And then try to humiliate you in front of others. It's not right, and you don't deserve it. And I just want you guys to understand that being who you are, there's nothing wrong with it. Standing up for yourself is nothing wrong with it.
No.
Because you deserve to be where you're at. You deserve to be a part of any community that is out there and should never ever be left to feel like you don't belong anywhere. We've got enough of feeling like we don't belong anywhere in this world, that we all need to learn to accept and understand one another, but never to feel like we're never a part of anything. And I think you guys are absolutely amazing. And I think everybody that does come here, you guys know I'm going to do my best to keep it real. What you see here is what you're going to see behind the YouTube streets. And I'm never, ever going to change. And I'm not going to change for anybody else out there. Because who I am is who I am. How I am is the way I'm always going to be. Because if I start changing now, who am I making happy? It's not myself. It's the other people that's got a problem with who I am as an individual. Am I crazy and funky and goofy and high energy? Yeah, I am.
But only in a positive way.
Exactly. And like I tell you guys, I'm human. I have my moments. But those moments are real. Those moments are genuine. And that's who I am. Do I wear my feelings, my heart on my sleeve? I do. But you know what? That's what makes me the person I am today and always have been. Yeah, ignore that over there, Nisi. Shh. But you guys, look. We are going to get ready. We are going to go ahead and we are going to get ready and head over in 5 minutes over to D Creative Hands. We got to show some love everywhere we go. And like you guys, I've always kept telling you guys, be true to who you are. Be true to what you want people to see, because this camera here will show the truth. Don't hide because you're different. That's where you want to exceed and stand out. Be different. Be unique. Be yourself, because it is too much work to be someone that you're not. And I always wanted to let you guys know you are loved regardless of where you go and where you want to be. And never feel like that you can't go anywhere without anybody loving you, because there is somebody that will love you. There's more than you actually will expect that does love you for who you are. I've learned that. And I love being who I am.
And you're amazing.
And so are you.
Thank you.
Any last words, my wonderful bestie?
Just remember, with all this talk going on, be the rainbow in someone else's cloud.
Exactly. And like you guys always hear me say, look, my kids got bullied. And I always gave them examples. Do you want to be a track home where you're like everybody else? Or do you want to be that custom home that's in that field? And at the time, they never understood until I broke it down. Now my kids want to be that custom home. They want to stand out. They want to be unique. They want to be different. They want to be who they are and not be judged. Because usually those custom homes is what everybody wants. Not the track homes, because the track homes we see everywhere. But that custom home, you're unique. You're one of a kind. And you're special. So be that custom home and be who you are, and love yourself and love the people around you, and never change for anybody that is out there. So anyways, you guys, thank you all for being here. Please do not forget to hit those thumbs up. And if you are returning, thank you. And if you are new here, thank you for being here and joining my journey. So anyways, you guys, I love you all. Adele! Be a pineapple, wear crown, and be sweet on the inside. I like that one, Veronica. Anyways, you guys, let's go over, show some love to D Creative Hands. I love you all. And keep on smiling. Keep being you. Keep being that custom home. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And don't forget, be here tomorrow at 4:05 Cali time, 7:05 Eastern Standard, whatever it all is. But anyways,
Those the only times we know.
exactly. So I love you all. Have a good night. And I will see you over at D Creative Hands. Bye.